The Light After the Dark is a series of 6 stories about Holocaust survivors. Tell me why you wrote this book.
I had children of my friends come to me and ask if I could convince their parents to talk to me as to what happened. They wanted something on paper to tell their own children. I'm not a survivor, but a lot of my friends are. And over a period of time, I was able to convince quite a few to release the story that was in them so that I could give it to their kids. I didn't always succeed. There were those who just could not bear to talk about it. But the ones I did, I would document the story. I would go to their house. It was a social event. There was no pressure. I would spend 20 minutes and eat a cake. I gained 35 pounds. I ended up by being 305 pounds when I was finished. It was an experience of being relaxed. They cried. I cried. I got the story down on paper and I gave it to the children. And that was where it ended until 1994 when Spielberg's group came to Toronto. And I realized that the documentation that was going on was based on the negative aspect of the Holocaust. You can't get away from it. It was there. It's part of the whole period, that the pain and the grief. But I realized that the story I wrote, and wrote badly by the way, they were written as essays, were stories of the people themselves. They told me I did this, I did that, not that this was done to us. And I realized that inside their story, I found another story, a very personal story that was of sacrifice, of love, of the tenacity to survive under all the huge obstacles. And I went back to 13 of the people I'd written quite a few. I went back to 13 of the people I'd written about, and I asked if they wouldn't mind I could rewrite the story professionally, because I think that people should hear that not all Holocaust survivors were victims, that there were people who survived the ordeal and came back, though those stung by the pain had taken their lives and turned it into something healthy, and as Canadians had transferred that energy into something very positive. And we all agreed that any monies made from the book would be turned over to a charity that would in some way continue with the positive aspect of living. And so the royalties have all been turned over, so far $8,000.